Yes, today we're joined by Dr. Jenny again. Welcome back to the show.
Hello Nisha, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
Today we're not talking about stress like we were last week, but we're talking about another important area, mental fitness. How do we exercise our brain? So can you tell me, why is exercise good for our brains?
Well, we always think that physical fitness is important for us, but we need to stay physically fit for our brains just as much as for our body, because it's not just a question of getting more blood and more oxygen to our brain. It makes a difference to our mood. It makes us feel better in ourselves, but we actually perform better mentally if we do some physical exercise.
Okay, so by physical exercise, what are you referring to? Give us some examples.
Okay, I'm talking about aerobic activity. Okay. Now that's the sort of exercise where you get your heart rate up a bit and you get a little bit puffed. So it could be anything. It could be walking, it could be running, swimming, playing golf, something that you enjoy doing. And the key is that you have to do it every single day.
Every single day?
Every single day, yes.
Okay, so are we talking half an hour, 1 hour?
Yes. The adverts already tell us we need to be finding that 30 minutes minimum. If you can do more, that's even better. But 30 minutes every single day is what you should be aiming for. And it's not just the aerobic exercise either. It's been shown that doing a bit of weight training or resistance training is also really, really good for your brain. So if you do weight training maybe once or twice a week, you're going to get the added bonus for your brain cells from that.
Okay, sure. So there's obviously a wide range of activities that people can do.
Yes.
What about somebody who has not done exercise for quite a period of time? What would you suggest for them?
You're not suggesting that some people don't exercise, are you?
Maybe. Just look like this naturally. No, joking.
There are some people who do find exercise a bit of a chore. So it's really important to find something that you like doing, because you're going to make it a regular habit and do it lots. And secondly, you need to make sure that it's appropriate for you. So if you're a little bit older, say if you're over the age of 40, you need to check in perhaps with your doctor first to make sure that you find the most appropriate activity that's suitable for your own body and for your lifestyle.
Okay, wonderful. And there's probably a lot of places you can also attend, isn't there, if you're not that confident to go out and do it on your own?
Yeah.
What would you suggest people do?
Some people like to be in part of team sports. So if you like being with other people, find a sport that you enjoy being part of, and then find a local club and see if you can go along and join up. Some people go to a local gym and will go to set up a program, usually with a personal trainer or somebody like that, and then you can have some help being monitored to see how you're progressing. Now, if you're a little bit older, there are some special programs that some gyms put on for people called Living Longer, Living Stronger, and they're specifically designed for people in their sort of 50s and plus to make sure that they stay strong and keep their brains working as well.
That's wonderful. And I've also heard now they have women's only gyms as well.
There are some women only gyms because some people feel a little bit self-conscious. They go past all the men with their big bulging biceps and they feel a bit intimidated. So yes, they have recognised that and set up some women only places.
Okay, now is exercise only good for us as we get older, or do you suggest we start as soon as we can?
It should be something that's incorporated across our lifespan, because all the research has shown that kids who exercise do better at school, they perform better academically, and in the workplace, doing regular exercise helps to manage our stress levels, which we talked about before, but also we perform better. We've got better memory and better thinking skills if we exercise. And of course, as we get older, it does help us to keep all those marbles.
Very important.
Yeah.
So, and it's also a habit, I guess. If you get used to exercising when you're younger, you're more likely potentially to keep exercising.
It becomes part of your regular routine, so it just becomes a natural part of every day.
Lovely. Now, are there any tips that you can suggest for people to get started? Because I know once you get into a routine, you're okay, but sometimes it's a bit hard to just get that kick.
Yeah, the first thing is to make the intention that you are going to start an exercise plan and maybe set yourself a date to get going with, and always start low. Sometimes you get so enthusiastic that you're going to get into the exercise plan, you rush off and do it, and then sometimes you can hurt yourself in the process. So start with a particular date, but start low. If you're coming from zero, maybe just start with 10 to 15 minutes. You want to keep yourself injury-free.
Okay, and then you gradually obviously increase that.
And then you can gradually increase maybe 5 to 10 minutes per week to get to your minimum of 30.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I think our audience out there have absolutely no excuse now to get started. They can start 15 minutes a day. That's not much. That's half of watching Bold and the Beautiful, one of my favourite shows. So there's no excuse there. You could even do it in front of the TV on a treadmill.
Absolutely,
you could walk to the gym. Yes. Walk to McDonald's? No, maybe not. So there are a few different things that you could do.
There are indeed.
What's your favourite exercise, just out of interest?
I'm a swimmer.
A swimmer?
I love swimming.
And is that good for, because when I hurt my knee once and the physio said that's very good sport to start off with as well, because it's very easy on your joints?
Yes, because if you've got joint problems, particularly some sort of arthritis, doing swimming is a fantastic way to build up your fitness. You're relatively weightless in the water and you can just enjoy the movement pounding up and down those lanes.
Okay. Of course. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Very informative, as usual. Now, if you want more information out there, you can visit the Couch website, www.thecouch.com.au, and Dr. Jenny's information will be on that site as well, so you can find out more. You can find out about her book as well, which I wasn't going to keep plugging, but it is an amazing book, and you do see how nutrition, attitude, mental fitness and exercise all formed together. And I've remembered that acronym, Know Your Name, because it is really important. Good on you. It's a really good topic to be pushing, especially through media. I'm sure a lot of people are sitting there thinking, you know, I could be doing more in those areas. So we'll see you again very soon.
You will indeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And back to you, Fred.